Hi, this is Heather with StrengthOnTheRun.com. Very psyched that you're joining me for my first vlog post. Something new that I wanted to try. Um, Felt that having the visual and the auditory might really help to connect with you guys and give you a little bit more inspiration in your everyday journey with wellness. Yay! So the very first tip that I just want to share with you is, as you can see, I am sitting on a stability ball, which I love. This is something that if you've been considering, let's say you've got a 9 to 5 office job and you've been thinking about the stability ball, work up to it. What I mean by that is, it's going to work your core muscles, not all at once. You're not going to sit there and get an immediate burn, but if you're going to sit on this ball, let's say all day, that's something you want to work up towards. Start with 20 minutes. Bring it up to 30 after a week. Bring it then, after a week or two, you want to bring it up to twice a day for 20 to 30 minutes. Work up to it. The reason this is a great idea is it will kind of naturally get you to sit in a healthy posture just to stay balanced. It'll give you options to wiggle around. Some of it becomes subconscious. If you start to get a little uncomfortable in one position, you might just shift a little bit, as I'm doing here. And in fact, I run meditation groups, and I love to sit on the stability ball. And I offer people to come to my groups to either sit on the ball, the floor, a chair, move around as needed. So give yourself those options, whether you work out of the house, whether you work from home. If you're going to sit and watch TV, consider something like this. And I like to joke that when I kind of get my energy up, I can kind of do this. And great for creativity, connect with that child within us. Okay, awesome. So a few other things we're going to be doing here in this vlog, answering questions that I hear a lot from people. And at the end, we're going to do a really effective, quick, total body exercise that's great for your muscles and your metabolism. So question number one that I hear quite often is, do I need to lift weights? Yes. The reason you need to lift weights, as I do on a regular basis, several reasons. One, biggest reason in my book, bone density. Okay, as women, men too, but especially as women, as we age, okay, I'm in my 30s now, every decade we lose a certain percentage of our bone density and our muscle tone. Now the muscle tone is what helps create the bone density. Muscle tone, the right muscle tone, also creates joint stability. So we're talking about, as we age, as we develop, avoiding osteoporosis by creating bone density, by having the presence of lean muscle. And I'm not talking about bulky muscle. Okay, this is what I look like, and I love being lean. All right, that's my goal. I love being lean. Lean muscle, or even a little bit more chunk of muscle, for lack of a better term, is gonna help you create bone density, which is what we're going for, what we're striving for health. And for calcium deposits, helps you keep calcium in your body and keep the calcium flowing through your body. So yes, you need to lift weights. There are other reasons why you need to strength or resistance train. Metabolism benefits. Having, again, that lean muscle and that regular blood flow, which is cardio, does that for you too, helps keep your metabolism high so that you will effectively burn what you eat, effective digestion. So those are some reasons that, yes, you need to resistance train, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Now, people often, once they're like, okay, I do need to resistance or strength train, well, am I going to get bulky? A lot of women, of course, don't want to get bulky. Very understandable. Again, as I said, my goal was never to get bulky. The answer is no, you will not. The set of conditions in which a woman will begin to get real bulky, almost kind of bodybuilder, just want to make sure I got you guys here, is we're talking minimum 10 hours a week, heavy weight training. For most people, it's more. What I'm recommending, and we'll get into more specifics, is about 2 hours a week to 3 at the most, strength training. We do not, as women, have the levels of testosterone in our body that are going to lead to extreme muscle size. If we're resistance training 2 to 3 times a week, which is again what we're going to get into in a little bit here. So no, you're not going to get bulky from a minimum to moderate amount of weight training. It's going to help you sleep better. It's going to help you look better. It's going to help you lose weight if that's one of your goals of weight loss. And it's going to help you help prevent disease and lead to better health overall. So that's the answer to that question. A couple other questions I get asked pretty often. Doesn't it take hours to get fit? I've been a fitness professional for almost 10 years. You must spend hours working out. I hear this all the time. Personals say, I don't have time to get fit. And the answer to that, I like to start by leading people through what I do to look and be at the level of fitness that I am. Here it is, right here again on my list, cardiovascular exercise 3 days a week for, I know I wrote it down somewhere on here, 3 workouts a week of cardiovascular. 25 minutes is one of them, 35, 55. So that is a total of less than an hour and a half a week spread over 3 times of cardiovascular weight training or strength or resistance training. I do Pilates, mat Pilates, once to twice a week. Weight training 1 or 2 times a week. Total of 3 times a week for about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So that's no more, at the most, 3 hours of weight training a week. And I said I'm spending about an hour and a half of cardio. It's 4.5 hours a week. 4.5 hours a week. So how many hours does it take to be fit as far as the physical, the body aspect? Between 4 and 5 hours a week. The average American watches, my numbers might be a little off, 2 hours of TV a day. That's 10 to 14 hours a week, okay? We can find 4 to 5 hours a week to get fit and healthy and really hot looking and strong, right? Of course we can. So the answer to that question is no, it does not take hours to get fit. And again, just want to show you weight training. I lift weights, and this is how I look. This is how a lot of my clients look, lean and strong. Okay, so we'll make sure we haven't missed anything here. Do I need to do cardio? Yes, you do. We've talked a lot about weight training today. Cardiovascular exercise is important for many reasons. One is effective circulation. One thing your blood system does is remove waste products from your body. And we need to get that river flowing on a regular basis for balance. It helps your lymph system, helps your nervous system, helps you sleep better. Most of us are already aware that our heart and lungs are worked by muscles. Now, they're involuntary. It's not like you have to tell our heart to pump, just like I'm going to pump my bicep here. No. But we still need to work those involuntary muscles by giving them more of a challenge. And our diaphragm, too, for breathing is another involuntary muscle. It needs a workout, too. So again, we're looking at our muscles around our heart, our diaphragm, among others. And so, yes, we need cardiovascular exercise. How much and how often? 3 times a week for approximately 30 minutes. And I just went through that with you. In fact, I think I misspoke. I said I'm doing an hour and a half a week. Do a little bit more. What is that? 30 plus 55. Oh, no, that's about, I'm doing my math wrong. It's close to 2 hours a week of cardio. It's a little bit more. You only need an hour and a half a week total, 30 minutes 3 times a week. Same thing with weight training, 2 to 3 times a week for 30 to 60 minutes each time. Combine the two, you're doing good things for your metabolism, your muscles, and your heart and lungs. So what I wanted to take you through is a very efficient exercise that is great for all of these things that we just talked about. It's great for toning many of your muscles, both the stabilizing and the movement muscles. Great to get your circulation up as well. And this doesn't take a long time. So what we're going to move you guys a little bit so you can see. This is a plank combination, and what I love about this exercise is that there are ways to level it, and we're going to go over that as well. So we are going to come down on, I'm going to get the stability ball out of the way here, it's rolling around, on our hands and knees, and start by just tucking our belly in a little bit. And we're going to lift one arm, extend it out, Bring it in, and we're going to use our back muscles to row that arm up. I'm going to show you that on the other side. We're going to do the other side. So I'm going to reach it up, bring it in, shoulder blade. Muscles between the shoulder blades are going to row that arm up. Excellent. So that's the arms part. Now you can do this on all fours. Another level of this is one leg straight back. Now my toes are on the mat. I'm just going to slide up so you can see. But that's how that foot is going to be. The toes are on the mat. And then we'll keep the belly engaged. Keep the belly in. Don't let it sag down. One arm. Overhead. Row it back. Bring it in. Other arm. Overhead. Row it back. And it's harder to balance when we've got the one leg out. Bring it in. Let's bring that knee in. Now, if that's too much for you, stay on all fours. We'll try that with the other leg back. Are you ready? The leg is back. We're going to lift one arm. Try the opposite arm first. Overhead. And row it in. Use those muscles back there. Bring it down. Other arm. Now, the same side arm as the leg back is going to be a lot tougher, isn't it? You feel the difference. So the arm comes overhead, reaching overhead. Bring it in. I'm like losing my balance here. But squeeze shoulder blades together. Bring it in. Bring that leg back in. Let's take a quick break by sitting back to our heels. Tuck the belly in. Round out the lower back. Back to all fours. We'll just do a few more of these, and I'll show you another level. So again, you can always stick with the all fours. You can do one leg. You can do both legs. It gets kind of wild, right? So one arm, and I'm going to shift my weight a little bit. If you can stay here, that's even more challenging. Overhead, squeeze the shoulder blades together, row it in. Other arm, overhead, squeeze the shoulder blades together, row it in, set the arm down, one knee in, second knee in. So just a quick example of how we can incorporate everything that we just discussed, which is toning our core, some of the larger muscles, the legs, the arms, and firing up our cardiovascular system. This is Heather with strengthontheRun.com. I hope that this vlog answered many questions that you may have about exercise and what and how and the whys of it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. Have a beautifully happy and healthy day.